Mayor, thank you. Good to be with you, sir. Mayor, thank you. It is a pleasure to be back in this room with these men and women. I have a special place in my heart for the men and women of law enforcement across this state. San Antonio has some of the finest that our state has to offer, and Chief, it's good to be back in your presence again and with you, and showing our support for the security of our state. Representative, thank you for being here, Jose, and I think, as all of you know well, and this is kind of a follow-up on a meeting that we had about a month ago, that we have a growing drug problem in this state, and it's gang-related. This gang problem is an increasing threat to the citizens of Texas all across the state, in cities, communities. Our law enforcement men and women are running up against these gangs. All too often they're better armed, they're highly organized, they're better funded than ever before. And I'm here today to announce that we're going to be fighting back, and we're fighting back against these gangs with funding of our own. It's a $4 million grant to local police departments who are engaged in this increasingly dangerous struggle. Here in San Antonio, the police department will receive $500,000, which they can use to put more boots on the ground, really take the fight to these gangs. The threat that's posed by these transnational gangs is very, very real. For example, just last week there were 23 members of the Texas Syndicate who were arrested up in the Metroplex for trafficking drugs, including methamphetamine and cocaine. Gangs like these don't hesitate to kill, to kidnap, torture, means of eliminating their criminal competition, or for that matter, terrorizing citizens into silence. Mexican drug cartels are utilizing these gangs to distribute drugs and move contraband across the state. You know, they're using stolen vehicles, weapons, there's human cargo involved here. The cartels need their help more than ever because of our successes in securing our southern border. The #1 contributor to these successes has been our state's well-equipped and supported law enforcement personnel, putting boots on the ground. And no one has a better grasp of the situation on the ground than the men and women law enforcement that are here with me today. These peace officers who patrol the neighborhoods, they know the people. They tackle the challenges of law enforcement every day. These officers are the key to our new gang initiative strategy. In the upcoming session, I'm going to be asking your colleagues to fund a comprehensive $24 million effort to dismantle these gangs, eradicate the deadly threat that our communities face across the state from these transnational gangs. In addition to paying overtime, these funds will go to essential items like the collection, analysis, the sharing of intelligence among local, state, and federal agencies, improved equipment, education programs for our kids so that they understand the downside of being involved in these gangs. However, these ultra-violent gangs, like the Mexican Mafia, the Texas Syndicate, Barrio Azteca, MS-13, they're not going to pause their criminal activity until some legislation's passed. That's why we're making this investment today, to get a head start on this. Get after these gangs now before their strength and their influence grows even greater. Ultimately, we're going to leave them nowhere to hide, no way to communicate, no ability to intimidate our citizens. And this fight's going to take some time. It's going to take some resources, perseverance, but we're ready to dismantle these organized crime groups one piece at a time. And together, we can certainly make Texas a safer place. So again, Chief, I want to say thanks to you for being a great supporter of this effort. Mayor, for your leadership here, not just on this issue, but certainly, as I've said before, San Antonio has been a great example of leadership as we dealt with the hurricanes and the aftermath of them. And I want to say again, thank you for the great leadership you and Judge Wolf have displayed in San Antonio and Bexar County.